Mr. Carver, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Yeah, just one observation. Why is it, with the tragedy that's happening off the Libyan coast and with the tragic numbers of migrants dying in the Mediterranean, why would you suggest the public interest in the plight of these poor people very much concentrates on the Mediterranean when in fact many numbers are dying crossing the Sahara as well? And is it not actually the case that perhaps we should be looking also at those who are dying trying to cross the Sahara? Incidentally, another 18 poor souls have just been found. They feel possibly died within the last 10 days. So what can we actually do to talk about the problems of those trying to cross the Sahara, crossing the Sahara before they get to Libya, and what can be done to try and prevent those making that perilous journey? Thank you.
The social reality is that African populations move around a lot. Moving towards the north of the continent. The key really is, I think, to find people jobs, that is to say find young people jobs locally. Perhaps those who come back could do so under better conditions, with some kind of support to bring them back. And there have been measures that have been taken. The EU supported a project in Mali a number of years ago called CGEM, which is a training centre for migration for the people of Mali who might be able to come back to Mali. And it's a long process. We want to step up dialogue with African stakeholders, country by country. I was in Abuja some days ago, and it's really affected because there's going to be free movement in ECOWAS in Western Africa, and ECOWAS has asked for a regular dialogue between ECOWAS and the EU, and we've set up a working group, a EU-ECOWAS working group, and that will look at the Sahel group as well, Sahel area as well. And there's rising awareness in political spheres of the risk of migration. But it has to be said, many countries have tried to find solutions with varying degrees of success. It's a long road, and of course you need checks on the way through the Sahel, and also at the start of people's journeys. A number of measures have been taken. They are few in number, though, and perhaps the intention the attention now is from the UN, focusing more on making it easier for people to be repatriated, that is to say people who want to come back or people who are in difficult situations. The geostrategical issue of the Sahel and Western Africa, that's a key issue. I think that the logic is to head towards a broader vision. Connections, trafficking and terrorism are definitely widespread, and at this stage we need to think what we need to target. We need to act and admit that it will be difficult to act in Western Africa and the Sahel. There are specific areas where we need to decide how we're going to approach. You have a very broad approach, and you need to reconcile that with the need to act on a case-by-case basis as well.